Hey guys. So, this is going to be a little different. Um, so I'm going to play through Dragon Quest IV. No party restrictions other than I'm not allowed to use any character that can use heal. I'm going to see how far we can get. There's going to be a lot of grinding because we're not allowed to use healing spell casters in the battle, which means we're not allowed to use the hero, Meena, or Kiryl. We're allowed to use items that heal. We're allowed to equip weapons that can heal you. And if there's some sort of trickery that we could have the enemy heal us, or some spell that doesn't necessarily always heal, that can heal you. Like, for instance, if we had a way to use Hocus Pocus, which we can't because the hero, well, can't use heal, is the only one that can use it. But if we had something like that, that is also allowed. So that's kind of the thing we're going to be going for this time. And I'm also going to be going through chapter by chapter to show you how it is with them. For Ragnar, he's not allowed to use Healie. He's going to try to get through the boss without Healie whatsoever. I think what I might do is also show the tower trek, but I'm not going to show you the grinds that I do. So just to keep me honest a little bit. But I'm going to grind for a little bit first, so you don't need to see that. I'm also going to go searching through everything. I'm not going to make you watch me grab everything in the castle that's nailed down. But yeah, I just want to see how far we can get. My prediction right now is that we're going to be able to probably going to lose it at Estark, but if we can get through Estark, then probably Psaro. But I think Estark's going to be our stopping point. Balzac's going to be tricky, so there's no doubt about that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys when I make my travel to the next town. I'm probably going to grind up just to be about level 5 or so, just so I can kind of rush right into the cave. See you there. Alright, it's not quite level 5, but you don't really need to be this high level anyway. And also, I'm not having a good luck with getting enough levels from these type of monsters. So, we're going to go ahead and just move forward. This part's really not that important to be seen for this challenge, though, because this is all stuff that he'd be doing solo anyway. So what I might be doing is just showing off. Once I get to the town, I'm still going to show off, like, you know, I think I'm not going to show off the well, is what I'm thinking. Like, when you dive into the well and get the Talaria, I don't think I'm going to show that off. I think I'm just going to go ahead and show the tower run without Healie. I think that's enough, really. For now, though, this is just like a little demo thing, and also some general talk about goals and whatever. So, here's my plan. For Ragnar, he's not going to have Healie. For Chapter 2, we're going to get Kiryl killed off as soon as we can. Once he's killed off, it's going to be just Boria and Alina grinding like hell. I'm going to be grinding people higher than they normally should have to beat a chapter. Just because I want them prepared for when they get to Chapter 5, you know? So that is my plan. I'm probably going to be doing a lot with Ragnar as much as I can as well. So I'm also going to be buying everything that is the best armor and whatnot to make sure that he is so fucking prepared because, God, I worry about him. Because he's the last one picked up and all that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this little mini story thing I have to do with the villager and the guy. Go down the well, and then I'll meet you back at the tower. You don't need to see me flounder around and all that, because I want to use my speed button anyway, and it doesn't record very well, so... Not that it stopped me in the past. So anyway, I'll meet you guys at the tower, and we'll discuss more about my plans and whatnot. Okay, so... I know I said I would meet you at the tower, but I wanted to show something a little heartbreaking here. Pick this up without Healie. I didn't know this because I always picked up Healie first. Get a message from him. He hears a tiny voice somewhere deep in the cave, picks up his ears, listen.
Hello? Is there somebody there? Please come and find me. Let you take me with you. Don't go without me.
That makes me feel so bad. We're leaving him behind, though. If I can't leave him behind for some reason, I will be trying to kill him off, but... I haven't tried this since the NES days. Anyway, just wanted to show that off. I'm going to do some grinding, and then I will meet you in the tower. Okay, guys. I'm ready about now. I just did a quick test run of the tower before I went back to this state, and I found out that I actually could beat the big boss at the end of this without Healie at this level. I don't really need to grind. It just takes a little bit longer is all. You do also need a tiny bit of luck, but otherwise it's fine. What you want to do is I went and got the Iron Lance and Iron Armor, saved up for those two, as well as the Hardwood Headwear, to get myself a very good, respectable defense, and a pretty good weapon to basically one-shot most enemies, or two-shot those that are buffed. Leather shield you can find for free, by the way. And then I loaded up on medicinal herbs, including in the bag, because, well, you're going to need them. Anyway, this is going to be pretty easy. However, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the boss fight this way, at this low level. But then I'm going to go ahead and go back to state to go ahead and start level grinding so I could get him set up for for chapter 5. So I want to make sure he's all good. Ragnar's chapter was never really very difficult anyway, so I'm not too worried. Anyway, here's Bodkin Archer. Yeah, he's the most annoying thing you're going to have. But luckily, we have good defense ourselves, and with the little bit of grinding I did to get to level 9, as well as getting the Iron Spear and full plate armor, or half plate armor, whatever it's called in this one. Iron armor? Iron armor. We're able to do this pretty well. But yeah, see, you could just one-shot. It's perfectly easy. Now, that's not to say there isn't some moments where things get a little dicey. Like, if we have too many of those guys in the enemies, it can get a little dangerous. Flatty punks are probably the most dangerous because they could sap us. And you might need to run if that's the case. But yeah, really, Healie was just for convenience anyway, but I like that they gave us the option. I'm going to go kill Splatty Punk first because he's more dangerous. I'm actually surprised. I'm a little surprised that I don't need Healie that much because I'm so used to grabbing Healie, though. I am curious how it's going to be. Like, is he going to, like, somehow shoehorn his way into the party right at the end of the chapter somehow? I tried to see if there was any different dialogue in my test run after I rescued the children, I went over and talked to him, but no, he just says, like, he just wants to be human and wants to follow you. That's all he says. I thought maybe he'd get a little special dialogue for not bringing him. Sort of like when you leave the Prince of Canik in Dragon Quest II after he gets sick. I thought it'd be something like that, but... Alright, Ragnar's got a scale shield. Let's go ahead and equip that. That's an upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this in there. There we go. He's all good and equipped. You know, what I usually do for Ragnar's chapter is I don't usually have a good weapon. I usually just keep the copper sword on him for the longest time, right up until I can pick up this baby here. The cautery sword is just, honestly, the best thing ever. Oh, it would help if I equipped it, though, wouldn't it? I'm going to go ahead and transfer that over. Actually, I could have just came from here and transferred it and replaced it and all, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, you get a free really good weapon upgrade that also helps with buffed enemies, so... Now, these are the guys that honestly suck a lot. But if they can't hit you, they can't put you to sleep. Oh. Well, that was a bummer on my end. Yeah. But the good thing is, as they attack you, you'll wake up, and they don't do enough damage, so... Also, free medicinal herb, thank you. And a seed of resilience, that's good. Alright, and down here to get our full heal. And this is where I'm going to put my save state so I can level grind later. And now we can show off how this fight's going to go without Healie. After we deal with this. I noticed that the parties seem to be smaller when we don't have Healie with us. When we have Healie with us, the parties are at least 4. Here we're mostly just getting 2s and maybe 3s at times. Kind of fascinating, really. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and rush in. We're not doing this for story. So the kid's going to whine at us. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, how's it going? Okay, bye. How's our HP? One damage there. Alright. Nothing else here. I'm full of medicinal herbs. We need that. Let's chat with this asshole here. Yes, yes, yes. Now, this can still be tricky. Maybe I got lucky with my last run. I don't know. But take out Winky first. Winky's gonna probably critical hit at you, though. Oh, good. It didn't. Alright. You don't need to heal until a little below 30. Okay, right there. Now it's time to medicinal herb. But yeah, for the most part, you're just going to be doing this. Attack and heal. Just like the solo hero run. And that's just enough that I'd rather just medicinal herb just in case. Yeah. Low 30s is enough. But yeah, with this sword and my armor, we're fine. And once again, go ahead and medicinal herb. Healie definitely makes things more convenient, though. Because it's like, you don't have to worry about healing. You can just focus your attacks out. I could have sworn Psaro Pawn healed, but maybe I'm mixing it up with Alina's first big boss enemy. Yeah, even Frizz is not bad. But yeah, that's it. Level 9. It's not that bad at all. So that was Ragnar without Healie. Not as interesting, but he also had the shortest chapter. It makes sense. Alina's chapter is probably going to be much more interesting. Now, I'm planning to show off just like the first boss fight she has, because I'm going to be just grinding in the beginning, and maybe the travel through the tunnel to get the Amulet of Transmutation, that tunnel area. You know, I'm always curious. It's open now. Was there anything in here? Nah, okay. I was just curious. I'm probably going to completely skip Chapter 3 for this challenge because Kaloon already comes with... he already has no healer in his party to begin with, and he doesn't really have a boss fight. His travels are not that hard. It's just not worth showing off him, so we're not going to worry about that. But Chapter 4 is going to be very difficult. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet, because it's going to be just Maya and Ujum. Because, I don't know how that's going to work with Ujum. My gosh. Yeah, I mean, not without Meena, I think we're going to have to just rush to get Ujum or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, though, I'm going to see this chapter out, and then I'm going to go level grind off-stream before I jump up onto Alina's chapter. So, I'm going to pause recording here. I'll unpause if I see anything interesting, like Healie suddenly tags along or whatever. But if not, I'll see you in Chapter 2, guys. Okay, we're in Chapter 2 now. I'm going to just get my party, but I'm also wanting to talk about what we're going to be doing and all that. To hurry this up, though, I only have to talk to certain people to get through. But anyway, here's my plan. Once we get outside, I'm going to strip Christo, or Kiryl, whatever you want to call him, all evolve his items, going to pass them over to both Boria and Alina. I think the club will go to Alina. Kiryl will just die in the first round. I'll put him up front and everything. And we'll be all set for grinding. And I'll be grinding for a while before I go ahead and attempt the fight at Tabarov, I think the town is called, where you have to face the guy that's eating young beauties. So, I guess I wanted to get my party all together first before I switch over though. Yeah, Alina, kick. There's a bundle of money over on this side too. You're going to want it because we're going to dress Alina and Boria to the nines. We're going to make sure they are at their peak condition because not having a healer is going to suck. Boria, as previously shown in the Boria and Kiryl run, does not have very good defenses at all. Alright, anyway, here comes our loyal retainers. Do not travel lonesome. Yeah, you joined us. Thank you. Usually I love that jingle. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. Club goes to her. She can now attack pretty well. And the Wayfarer's Clothes will go to Boria. Then we're going to go ahead and switch him in front so that he gets hit first. And we might go ahead and buy some stuff next door. And then I will meet you now at the Tabarov fight. I think I will also be showing you guys the travel through the tunnel. And also maybe the travel through the Birdsong Nectar tower. Because holy crap, that tower is difficult. But anyway, I'll see you there, guys. Alright, we're here at Tabarov. I did a fair amount of grinding here. Kiryl died at level 1, and we left him like that ever since. But we got level 6 for both Alina and Boria. I basically just hunted around to kill the food dogs that you could find spawning south of Tabarov. I think that's what the town name is. I'm probably getting it wrong because I might be remembering the other translation. I saved up enough for a Divine Dagger for Alina. It's the best weapon she can get, and we want to have all the power we can since we don't have anyone assisting with attack much. And we also I also just decked out all the leather gear on Boria because it's probably the best thing he's going to be getting for nearly the whole chapter, except for maybe a weapon upgrade or two. I think I think maybe he gets a scale shield, but leather armor is like the best armor he's going to get this whole chapter. He might get a better hat. I'm not positive. But anyway, I loaded him up with some medicinal herbs, as well as Alina. And we're going to go ahead and take on the monster terrorizing the town. I don't think it has a name necessarily. But yep, sacrificial sedan. Yeah, let's go into sacrificial sedan. Roll down the windows. But yeah, it's not too hard, but it can be tricky. If you're not careful, Boria can go down pretty fast. There are times where you may need to defend, but if you're lucky, maybe you'll get a lucky crit in or a good hit. Either or. Essentially, as long as you have someone using miracle herbs, compared to it's comparative to the heal spell that Kiryl would have at this point, so it's not too bad. Honestly, I think the Birdsong Tower is going to be the worst because I've tried going through there under-leveled, and holy crap, I always lose at least one person one at a time or so. I think I tried that on the Boria and Kiryl only challenge, and I was grinding hard with them, and I still was getting wiped around a bit. But alright, Master Kung. We're going to focus down the food dogs first. But yeah, one attack and crack. And there goes a food dog. We just got to make sure that Boria doesn't go dying here. Okay, you attack and you sap. Very good. I believe he's actually immune to crack. Or highly resistant, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, highly resistant it is. But alright, Boria, go ahead and heal. We didn't even need the heal. Keep in mind, this is probably because we're at level 6. Probably could have done it at level 5 at a little bit harder struggle. But either or, we got it done. I guess I'll see you guys when I have to go through the tunnel for the Amulet the amulet there, because I have to do some more grinding for that, because that one's more of a slog. See you then. Okay. We're ready to go on and go through the transmutation tunnel, I guess we can call it. We're both level 7, loaded up with medical herbs. I even bought a bunch of medical herbs over in the town to make sure I could do it. We also have a vac on Boria at the moment. And a bunch of antidotal herbs too, because you're going to need them in case you get poison along the way. So, how's our HP anyway? I forgot to check. Yeah, we're okay. So, alright. We're going to get all the treasures. Just as usual, because you gotta always get treasure, man. Alright, first fight. You want to attack the vampire bat, and we want to snooze the bedbug because he could be really annoying. Because of that. Alright, vampire bat's almost dead, so we could just shoot an arrow at him. I did buy the... Yeah, I bought the hunter bow for Boria just so he could do a little chip damage for when Alina's very close to one-shotting them. It helps. There you go. But yeah, the bedbugs are going to be very annoying. If they put you both to sleep, you can get a lot of damage on you, and Boria might die. Let's see. Crescent Viper. He uses Kasap. I think he's susceptible to crack still. There are a lot that are resistant. Okay, yeah, and then we could just go ahead and go all out and attack. Alright, get some levels in. But yeah, the dungeon's a little bit tricky. I'm probably going to have to grind in here, though, if I want to get ready for the Birdsong Nectar Tower, because holy crap. I'm going to keep saying holy crap, because holy crap, it's hard. Even with a healer, it's difficult. By the way, the medicinal herb thing in the bags, that's something I do almost in all my challenge runs. I think the Thorny Devil's worse. Why don't you snooze the vampire bats? I always have like buy a bunch of medicinal herbs so I could just heal along the way and conserve MP. They didn't fall for it. Why don't you herb yourself up? He might die. And oh, we got lucky. Okay. Maybe I should have went for them first. Why don't you just heal Alina? Yeah, they hurt Boria a lot more. Why don't you just go ahead and defend? Don't let them hurt him. We could have died there. That would have been bad. My test run of the place was not that bad. Oh boy. You know what? I think you could risk a crack. Very good. We could heal afterwards now. He's the one with the evac too, so we've been not in great shape there. Alina might have survived still because she's pretty damn strong, but it still is tricky. I do want to get her a better weapon, and I was considering sneaking down to the bazaar for it instead, because sometimes you can just get lucky by running over there. But I didn't really have the money. I noticed that we can get through this pretty well. Let me see. Is one attack from each of them enough to take out that? No, it's not. All right. I want him to defend for the moment. Yep. I thought so. Why don't you go ahead and attack again? I'm going to let Alina just do the work for the moment. Because, yeah, Boria might not survive. Actually, why don't you go ahead and heal him? She goes first, right? Risking? Let's risk it. Yeah, she goes first. Sorry, I hit the mic. Oh, and that was just enough. Good, good. Yeah, that's why it's good to have medicinal herbs on both of them. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give her a few more. And him some. And why don't we go ahead and heal Alina. Okay. Not too bad. Alright, don't go down that left tunnel. This one for magic water in case The magic water? Yeah. In case Borea is running low on MP. Blinksters. Alright. I don't think they're susceptible to crack, but maybe they're susceptible to snooze. Yeah, okay, good. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I had to test it out. Yeah, he's not going to be able to help much with attack anyway, but every now and then he gets a lucky crit. He gets a lucky crit, and then it's just like, oh, wow, go you. Alright, he learned Bounce. That won't be useful for a little bit. But hey, he can bounce without having to worry about it bouncing a heal spell now, so... Alright, they are susceptible to snooze, but they might go focus down on us, too, so... But they only have one crack in them each. But if they all decide to crack... Yeah, Borea might be dead. Oh! No! You dicks! Ah! Well, they're out of cracks now, and we don't have enough for a vac now, either. It's up to Alina. They only... Yeah, there's only have a few... That was the last crack that they have. Alina can do this, but it's gonna suck. I feel bad, though. I hate when Borea falls behind on levels, though, because he levels a little bit slower. Speaking of slower, this is gonna be slow. Yeah, his HP is honestly a... big liability with him. By the way, I'm thinking for Alina, I'm not going to... I think I need to flee. I'm not going to show the tournament because that's something she does already by herself. There's no need to really show it off. So I think the last thing we're going to be doing is the Birdsong Nectar Tower and stop from there. Attack the bats. If she goes at half HP, we're going to... The Fire Spirit's going to be probably the toughest thing, but half HP is when she needs to heal. Alright, that's about half. You can heal on anybody. So I won't lie, I did panic for a moment. Alright, here's the tough part. This thing can split sometimes. And they also have a high dodge. Alright. They only have one frizz in them each, though, so... We're mostly safe after they frizz. Okay. You could also use them for leveling, like, if you constantly kept splitting them, like using maybe Borea to attack them, because he is less likely to... He's a lot less likely to actually kill it with his physical attacks. Alright, we're okay. You could do that and keep splitting them and then just keep taking them out, but the Blaze Spell's pretty powerful at these levels, so... But man, Alina's gonna be getting way ahead. Okay. I don't trust running away too often. It's only when there's a high amount of shit going on. Okay, we did it. Why don't you use that Chimera Ring and get... Yeah, it was Tabarov. Okay, cool. Let's get to Ragnar. Go Alina, though. Borea was doing his job, but he just does not have the HP for it. I probably should have defended until all the crack spells went, but that's what happens sometimes. Let's go ahead and get Borea back up. 1,000 gold, not bad. But now that we finished that, I will meet you at the Birdsong Nectar Tower Challenge because, oh, that's going to be a tough one, guys. I'll see you there. Alright, we're at the final part for Alina's chapter without healing. Borea is, as usual, is the liability here, but he's also pretty powerful now. I waited till I got Crackle on him. It helps a lot. So they're both level 12. Borea almost didn't learn it at 11. It's weird. Like, I didn't realize that, hey, they can learn it at different levels based on their wisdom. I heard of that, but I didn't think it actually was a real thing because I always got my spells at the right time. The first time I actually paid attention and noticed, oh wow, he doesn't always learn it. But anyway, as you can see, we're full of medical herbs. I gave a poison moth knife to Boria so he can randomly paralyze people. And that's just about it. We also got a bunch of healing items in our bag, just to be sure. I did a quick test run at a level 11 through the tower, and it worked out. The problem is I had forgotten to talk to the right people to make sure the elves appear that you need to get the Birdsong Nectar from. So, either way, it was just a test run anyway, so it proved that I could get up there. Alright, for the first part, we need to go this way to get the treasure. Okay, let's see. There it is. We get money! And the Seed of Strength. Alright. To lower encounter rates, I'm going to hit the stairs. Go back up. Yeah, it's not as hard as I thought it could be, but it still can be hard if you have to run into battles here, because some of the enemies resist ice. Or in Fly Guy's example here, can cast Fizzle and stop us. Stop a crackle spell. But yeah, these guys are just a couple, so I figured to just go ahead and go all out together. The two of them can actually shut down Elena and Boria, because the bug can use Fizzle and stop spells on Boria, while the weird looking, what is it, a cherub? I can't remember the name of it. Those things, though, can cast Dazzle, which would make it easier for Elena to miss. Alright, these guys suck, because they can cast Whoosh. But they chose not to, so that's fine with me. And if they resist Crackle, it's very, very light. Alright, let's go ahead and herb on up. Thank you. Right now, things are going okay. Just go ahead and straighten up. Alright. She's going to handle that. And hopefully we can get Crackle off before Fizzle comes out of Fly Guy. Okay, good. Yeah, we're fine. I think I forgot to mention, but you probably saw it. I gave Elena a chain sickle to give her the best attack power that we could at the moment. She gets better, obviously. She gets an iron claw at some point, but not until Endor. So this is the best we can show, and we made it to the top. If you can avoid encounters, it's not so bad, but certain encounters can be really, really bad. That's why I was hyping this up a little bit, because just the right encounter could just screw you over royally. I wonder if the encounters are based off of average level or something. Because Kiryl is at level 1. I wonder if it's rebalancing how many show up at a time. Same with with Ragnar when he was by himself. But anyway, that's it for Chapter 2. We're skipping Chapter 3. I will see you guys in Chapter 4, where it's just Maya. That is going to be hard. See you then.